Welcome back to Spitballin Cards. In today's video, we have Cardboard Consensus. We have me, Scott. We have Ty. We have Chris. And we have Phil. This is the best group we have, right? As we said last time.
You're always bashing on the people missing. Last time I was here, I listened to these videos.
I was just making sure you pay attention to the team.
Next time Scott's out, the rare time, I'm going to just go haywire.
Oh, we're going to go nuts on him. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You guys go nuts on me while I'm here, so I don't think it's going to be any different. But with that being said, Cardboard Consensus. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say a statement, and you're going to agree or disagree. 1 is disagree, 5 is agree. We all raise our fingers at the same time. And we all have questions this week, so it won't just be one of us thinking of stuff. I'll start. Shohei Ohtani is the only player worth buying.
Okay, remind me the numbers. I'm sorry. 1 is we disagree,
5 is agree.
Okay.
The reason I did this one is because we posted a video last time saying, who is the next best player? That was this last week. Yeah. And like 90% of the comments are like, only Shohei, only Shohei, only Shohei. I'm like, is that true? Do we really feel that way? It seems really short-sighted. Every generation has some guys, but anyways.
Is this for investment purposes?
Or just I think you just take it as it is. Okay,
I'll take it as it is.
All right. And no 3s. 1, 2, 4, and 5. 3s are where cowards go to die. That's where I usually live. So I'm talking about myself here. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Way, we all agree. I'm surprised we all agree. Okay, Ty, you're number 1. Let's hear why you said definitely not.
Well, I got this sick Tony Gwynn card here. I got this Mariano Rivera gold medal. I love buying all kinds of different players. You guys did a really good breakdown on like the investment tiers. And as I was listening to it, the thing I always like when I'm out on a given week is like I listen and then I start thinking like, oh, what would I have, chimed in with here? And the conclusion, I didn't quite finish it. I think I got 2/3 of the way through that video yesterday, but it's basically you're like making like the pyramid, right? Like you had Ohtani at the top and then you had Judge. And you're trying to like figure out like who's the third one that fits in there. And then you're kind of cascading down. But the truth of the matter is there are people worth buying like all the way down. If you're just talking about collecting, obviously all bets are off. Collect who you want. Collect your favorite players from your favorite team. I've got my wall of Tigers and Scooples and all kinds of things all over the place. But, I think even just beyond the investment potential, usually there are 2 to 3 generational players worth going after. And then it just kind of everything after that is like, I would probably wait. If you like to collect like the ones in tier 3, wait until they're out of the league and then go collect the heck out of them. And they tend to stabilize for quite a while. So I think there's tons of players who are worth collecting and you guys covered a lot of them in that last video.
Okay. Good thoughts, Chris?
I'm going to sort of just almost parrot a little bit of what Ty just said. The way you said, I hesitated a little bit with my answer because you said, worth collecting. So I did start to think about it like financially. And if I'm putting real money into a card, like right now, I think it's sort of crazy for it to not be a Shohei Ohtani card. But that's not the only reason, that we buy cards. We don't just buy cards because we hope that they go up in value. We buy cards because we love them. Like Ty said, like, for example, I am hoarding, see if you guys can see it. This Pinnacle card from hockey from 1994. It's a little Dufex rink collection from Mark Messier. This is Messier holding up the Rangers' first World Series since like 1948, I think it was. I love that card. I will always buy that card. I don't care if that card goes to $0. I will always buy that card. And like Ty said, there's so much cool stuff to collect, independent of what it might be worth, somewhere down the road. So I want to say, like, I feel like the smart thing to say is that, yeah, there's no one worth buying except Shohei Ohtani, but cards shouldn't just be worth to you what the price guide says or what the what 130 point or market movers or card ladder. They shouldn't just be worth those numbers. They're worth hopefully more than that to you guys.
If I had said Shohei Ohtani is the only player worth investing in, only active player worth investing in, would that have changed your answer?
Yes.
Would you have given that a 4 or 5?
I would have given that a 5. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Phil. What are your thoughts?
He's going to overshadow everybody.
I think so. I gave it a 2. I think if you asked last year, I would have said probably closer to a 4. But right now, we just had last night. So we're recording this on Monday, the 27th. On Sunday, the highest sale ever for a Heritage Red Ink auto of anyone went. That was Ohtani. We talked about it a little bit at the National, but with Ohtani, I was thinking maybe the benchmark for his Bowman Chrome auto prices is Mike Trout peak Bowman Chrome auto prices. Well, he's already there. I think he's actually arguably surpassed that despite having 2 different Bowman Chrome poses. I just think at this point, and I'm a hypocrite saying this because one of the only players I've been buying over the last month has been Shohei Ohtani. A few other guys sprinkled in too, but a lot of Ohtani. A lot of that's based on momentum, like a lot of lower end cards I'm going after. I'm basing that off of momentum and me thinking that things get hotter before they, things run cold. But if I was to stretch this out like 6 months, maybe 12 months, especially 6 months, because I don't know what's going to happen next year in the season, I think Aaron Judge is going to outperform Shohei Ohtani over the next 6 months. So just based on that, if I'm answering this from a financial perspective, I think Judge is better play. And I think a number of other players are probably better plays right now relative to Ohtani. There's a chance that they all outperform Ohtani over the next month, depending on what happens in game 3, 4, 5, if there's a 6 and 7 as well in the World Series. And maybe they just come down regardless, because that magical game, what does that really change with regards to what we already know about Ohtani? It's an epic moment that's now part of his resume that people will always look back to, and probably the best game ever played, best performance maybe athletically across all sports. But at the end of the day, like, what does that really change about what we know about Ohtani, which is usually the way I look at moments like that. Like, okay, short-term impact, yeah, okay, hype, boom, prices go to the moon. But like long-term, how much of that changes his trajectory? Does everything deserve to go up 50% based on that? I don't think so. And he already had a lot of run up prior to that this year. So, again, I have a lot of Ohtani. Talked about this last night in a live stream. I think my exposure at this point has gotten to an uncomfortably high level. How many other people are going to look at that logically and be like, all right, maybe it's time to trim a little bit? Just like a stock position, like, oh, Robinhood went up like 2 or 3x this year. It did that in like 4 or 5 months. Maybe I should take some of this money off the table. Now, the other side of that is like people think about stocks more rationally than they do with cards, where they become more attached to them versus like buying pieces of companies. It's just like, whatever, I can buy it back. But yeah, I say 2. I think there's a number of better investments. I don't know who those are per se. I think Judge is one of the names though.
Okay, I'm going to ask one more question. We're not going to expound on it. We're just going to go. But Ohtani's the only player worth investing in long-term from this era. 1 through 5. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, I have to include Judge. So
I think there's a couple players. Judge, I think Harper's going to have value. I think Betts will have value. I think those 4 are going to be collected. Soto will have value from the 2010s.
You guys keep disrespecting Mr. Nelson Trout. I don't get it.
Mike Trout, absolutely. I didn't even mean to disrespect him. I absolutely include him in that category. It's funny. He feels like an older generation than this group, which is weird to say.
He does. I mean, because you did a whole decade as like a range, and you got Trout at like the beginning of it, and Harper, and then you know.
How do you think Freddie Freeman's going to be ranked long term? World Series MVP. Like, do you think he's going to be as collected as the other guys?
I mean, what other guys? Ohtani, no. Judge, no.
Mookie,
possibly.
Trout, Harper. Could Freeman get in that category, or is he like the next one down? If we're doing a pyramid, is he the 3rd or 4th rung, but still?
I think Freeman could definitely be equal to Harper. I don't know. Trout should be higher. He should be, but I don't know. I mean, in all seriousness, you just forgot about him. Like 2 minutes ago, you literally forgot about Mike Trout. And I feel like that's going to keep happening. We're going to watch 4 more mediocre / bad Mike Trout seasons on a last place team. And then we're going to forget about him until his Hall of Fame induction. And then we may forget about him again after that. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I would say Freeman, absolutely. He has a highlight we're going to watch forever.
Yeah.
We still think about Kirk Gibson. Now, to be fair, Kirk Gibson isn't exactly valuable or expensive to collect, but he is collected. Ask anyone out here in Southern California who's over like 50 years old. And if you mention Kirk Gibson or Oral Hershiser, their eyes start to well up.
Let me weigh in on the Ohtani piece, because I just want to jump in on that. I think the piece about, because Chris, you said something like the only guy you could imagine buying right now for investment purposes is Ohtani. That was before the updated poll of like 1 to 5 for investment. But like, I actually think it's crazy to buy an Ohtani card right now. like right now.
I get that.
Even wait a month. But I don't know. I don't think it's going to cool down a lot. Like I'm saying this as somebody who sold an Ohtani Gold Topps Chrome rookie refractor for $6,400 2 years ago that I bought for $4,000 and flipped in a month for $2,400 profit. And that card, as of right now, has 6 days left on Fanatics Collect and is at over 20,000. So I took my profit and went out, and obviously I'm not really regretting it, but like if I had known, hindsight's 2020, right? But Ohtani cards are crazy right now. They are crazy. Crazy. Phil, you said it's like the only guy you've been buying over. They're crazy. They're so high right now. It's the big, like straight up right now for so many of his cards. We highlighted this card on the live stream that we did on Sunday, and I just couldn't believe it. I guessed this had sold for $1,200 at a zero. Like I can't believe a golden mirror image variation. Like if I just do golden mirror and then type in, look at the most, like
it's that card repeatedly at the top.
It's Ohtani, and then it's probably another Ohtani. I think I just scrolled past one. That's an Ohtani. That's a Corbin Carroll rookie, I guess. It's nuts. It's really crazy. Like all of his cards across the board, all of them, like all kings, 3K. Like look at how many of these there are when I scroll through these. And these cards are so sick. I love these all aces and all kings. But look at how many of these there are. The market cap on Ohtani all kings is like $1 million. Just all kings for Ohtani. It's like, maybe that's an exaggeration. It's probably like a couple 100,000, but it's just huge. It's huge. He's so expensive right now. Every single card for Ohtani is so expensive. Like those stupid, what are they called? The ones where they faked like their RPAs and stuff.
Oh yeah, the flashback cards. What
are they called? I don't know.
If you guys didn't catch our live stream Sunday night, we were kind of following along some auctions that were ending on Fanatics Live, and then that one eBay one. You could watch Ty's head. Ty's brain broke in real time. You can see it happen. Like
I got it.
It was really entertaining. Like I think he had a stroke on camera.
I did have a stroke. I couldn't through the years. Like this. Like, all right, this card, this stupid card. This is not even there's a billion of these. A billion. Like they're not rare. They're like one in 60 packs in Topps flagship.
But it's a PSA 10.
560. Every Ohtani card is just stupid right now. Like the price. Like I would actually argue you should be collecting anyone but Ohtani, right? His order of magnitude for his prices of his cards right now is more psycho than Michael Jordan and Tom Brady. Like it's
that's
so
actually
high.
My concern.
It's so high.
There's a LeBron James 2003 rookie autograph. It's a PSA 10 with a good auto from SP Authentic. Maybe it's like $17,000. And like this is Michael, like one of LeBron's best rookie autos.
He's really good. He's a really good player. I'm not arguing his play in history and that he's the number one of this era and maybe all time when I don't know. But holy crap, man. It's
starting to sound like 2024 Scott Baldwin. You got to be careful.
This is
his
charts look like 2021 everybody. They just like.
What's your rebuttal, Chris?
I was going to say, I understand like LeBron stuff, maybe being a little careful because now he is sort of loosely connected to this gambling controversy, and thankfully nothing like that's ever hit Ohtani, so we don't have to worry about that.
It's a fair comparison.
I'm worried about LeBron stuff now. I don't know.
Yeah. So the buy-in to get a good unlicensed rookie auto of Ohtani from like an Optic product right now that's on card, not even a hitting pose. It's probably something like, especially if it's numbered, over $10,000. So you got to figure 6 months from now. Today, 50 shares of Amazon equals an unlicensed rookie auto of Ohtani. About a tenth of a Bitcoin equals an unlicensed rookie auto of Ohtani. I think like fast forward to like April, we're going to look back on this time and be like, huh? Like really? The prices were that high? I can't see a lot of like hodlers that just bought into those cards at those prices. In order to get like a decent, not even first tier set, but like a second tier set, like a Bowman's Best auto or a Topps Finest auto complete set auto or whatever that one is. There's one on eBay for like $25K. Flagship non-chrome. There's, in order to get like cards like that aren't even like top tier sets, you're spending like 25,000 right now just to get that. Never mind like the good stuff. So, and then his second year stuff is crazy. His first year Dodgers stuff is crazy. But you know, that's just my opinion. Maybe it's all undervalued in the long run. But I think, Scott, when you ask the question about like there's nobody worth investing in, I'm not assuming you're buying at today's prices. I'm assuming that you could get in like a year from now and you'd still be able to buy it like within this, you know, generation. But yeah, Mike Trout and others, I think, certainly will be collectible in the long term.
So this turned into a video we were not anticipating at all. So I'm really sorry to the viewers. We'll change topics soon. But this brings up a question, Phil. So if you genuinely believe what you just said, why are you not selling all your cards? If you genuinely believe that. I understand keeping some because you have a good cost basis and you would like some exposure, but you just said you're overexposed to Ohtani. So if you really believe in 3 months, we're all going to say we're crazy. Why aren't you? Because I don't know if you really believe that, Phil.
A lot of the money is tied up in 4 cards. And those 4 cards, I feel a little bit different about than the rest of the Ohtani market. So
you feel good about the high end, just not the mid end.
Even the black parallels aren't really like, they're not really considered high end. I mean, they are now compared to other players, but the black parallels at PSA 10, that's like a thing that I kind of collect. So there's a little bit of emotional, irrational attachment to those cards. I also think there could be a decent thesis with those cards versus some of the other ones that are out there that are selling at around the same price right now. The Dynasty, football and basketball coming, Dynasty growing more and more in popularity. If I sold that Dynasty card, I'd have very little Dynasty exposure, and that would bother me more than being exposed to Ohtani bothers me.
Okay.
And then I've got one of the Japanese cards, you know which one I'm talking about. That one, I feel like, again, there's like a thesis that could play out. So there's a finest auto that I own, number 25. That one I'm aggressively looking to sell. And the other Ohtani exposure I have that I didn't even factor into the exposure that I feel uncomfortable about is the 2018 wax. And that's difficult for me because kind of feel like it's undervalued. Kind of feel like there's like this cat scanning risk type of thing baked into like the potential ceiling for that stuff. So, and it's less liquid because it's wax, harder to sell. I've got a lot of it. But maybe I would move like a case of 2018 Bowman Jumbo, a case of 2018 Topps Update, in addition to that Topps Finest Ohtani, and this raw Kamagaya Japanese card, BBM Green Wing, just because the condition's kind of crappy and I've got a PSA 8 coming. So I am looking to trim, but to your point, like I'm still going to be overexposed. Like if I truly believe, you know, that Ohtani's super overvalued right now, then I should be selling all the stuff and buying that stuff back later. Even if I can't find the exact cards, I'll be able to find some special cards later at a discount.
Yeah.
So if what I think holds true.
I will send a card degrading in the next 12 months to a company that is not PSA.
Okay.
3, 2, 1 is I will, 5 is I won't. It's kind of like if you're not sure, do it 2. If you're pretty sure,
No. 5 should be I will.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Did I not say that? 5 is I will, 1 is I will not. My bad.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Chris, why not? You go first. It's the lone one.
I don't see the point. I just don't.
Chris stuck in his ways.
I can't wait for this simp.
You guys might know this. I'm a little stubborn.
Simping.
Yeah.
You're like my dog. Shih Tzus are like notoriously bred to be stubborn. They're very stubborn dogs, and you remind me of my dog, Chris.
All right.
You just dig your feet in, and you only weigh like 9 pounds, but I still can't pull you on the lead.
I'm not sitting on your lap. I'll tell you that right now.
I gave it a 5 because I constantly send cards to other companies for grading experiments with market reverse.
Okay, that's
a little bit of a cop out.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go to Phil. Phil, who are you sending cards to in the next 12 months?
Well, I've got a gift card for CGC, so I'm going to use that. No, I am going to use another company. SGC is probably on my list, so hopefully you're not paying attention here because I have a 2016 Bowman Chrome Auto of Juan Soto. I send it to PSA with a min grade of 8.5. I usually don't. I usually just accept the grade, but I'm like, you know what? If I don't get at least an 8.5, I'm going to snap it out anyways. The new holders are a little bit tougher to work with, to crack out. I had one situation where I'm like, this is gonna be my first card that I damaged. Fortunately, I somehow didn't, but that was a pain. And I've got tennis elbow, so like using those snips. I have been working out for a few months, so I've got to do that again before I see Chris. But I was gonna probably use SGC or Beckett. The auto, something a little bit off about it. I feel weird not getting auto grades when I send stuff to Beckett, so I'll probably use SGC. Using CGC on a Bowman Chrome auto card is like sacrilege. It's like the fourth option for Bowman Chrome auto, even though they're growing in market share because of obviously like people's preferences for Beckett. And then SGC had that special that helped them gain some market share when they were like, was it like $12 a card or $15 a card a few years back? So, and then I've got this card right here. So PSA tends to like be really, really tough. You can call it inconsistent, probably inconsistent on cards with low pops and especially older cards. Now this one's only 12 years old, but based on the PSA 8 that I won in auction and me looking at the corners of that, sure, the surface could be scratched up and stuff. I just feel like I'll have a better chance getting like a 7 if I send it to SGC. Maybe they'll give me an 8. With PSA, they might just like, oh, this is a PSA 5. And I'm comparing it to like cards from the 60s. Like, really? Is it really that bad?
Amen to that, Phil. That's a great sound bit. I agree with you. So I will send cards to CGC for my PC this year. Absolutely will. Just if there's a good price, I'll send them out. Ty, for your PC or for
I might too.
sports card investor?
I still really like the CGC slabs. Yeah,
me too.
And I like the price point better. But I just have a lot of stuff in one touches. My whole wall is mostly one touches. So, and those are cheap, relatively speaking.
Yeah. All right. Good question. Who's next?
Nick Kurtz is a much better buy right now than Roman Anthony. I strongly agree that Nick Kurtz is a much better buy. All right, so we've got the pricing here for PSA 10 refractors out of $4.99 for each of them. And as you can see, Nick Kurtz is a little bit more expensive, about $15.50 versus $13.25 for Roman Anthony. What do you guys think? Again, the question was Nick Kurtz is a much better buy right now than Roman Anthony. So 5 would be that you're agreeing that Nick Kurtz is the better buy. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like there's a lot of things working against or working in favor of Nick Kurtz prices getting crazy. Like he just doesn't have a lot of rookies yet. Like sets have been delayed. I think Topps update was just kind of like quietly pushed back without really giving us an actual date on it. So, I mean, all he has right now are these Bowman Chrome autos and he's got Topps Chrome rookie autos. And those prices are just, I mean, to me that they feel completely insane. Roman Anthony feels like a perfect storm in that he missed the last month. So we haven't seen him play in a while. He is drifting out of the consciousness. You can see here his prices are lower. He plays in a huge market. He is a better all-around player.
Yep, better position.
Yeah, I mean, Nick Kurtz, he might hit 40 home runs for the next 3 years, but he's going to do it for the Sacramento A's. And Roman Anthony's been playing in Boston. He's probably going to sign an extension soon, unless that front office is still is so incredibly stupid. If they take all their Rafael Devers savings and put it into more soccer players, people are going to lose their minds. So, yeah, I'm going Roman Anthony. I think he looks like someone who could take the American League East by storm next year. And I like my chances to make some money on his cards.
I feel similarly. There's a couple of reasons. The team they play for is a big deal. A lot more Red Sox collectors. Phil has a thesis where it doesn't really matter as much now, especially if there's really big numbers, and I agree with that. But you just have a bigger fan base buying the cards. Roman Anthony's a year younger, so if there is a strike, missed time, it's going to hurt him less over the long run. And on top of that, it's a better position, better than Nick Kurtz at first. And honestly, his prices are cheaper. Could we see regression from Nick Kurtz? Maybe. Did we see the real Roman Anthony? Maybe. On top of that, the Red Sox made the playoffs. There's excitement heading into the season. All those reasons, I think. Roman Anthony, I'd rather buy his cards if I was picking one right now.
Great.
I am a big believer in Nick Kurtz. I think that he's an absolute stud. When everybody was losing their crap over Jacob Wilson slapping singles into left, left, I was saying Nick Kurtz is the buy. And I mean, this is a different story in terms of number of games, obviously. Both of these guys look very promising. Like they just both look very promising. I think Nick Kurtz hitting 36 home runs this year in 117 games. This guy touches up 50. Like his number is he's gonna get a spotlight, just like Pete Alonso did for a minute before people forgot about Pete Alonso.
Oh.
So I don't think it matters right now that he plays for the A's. I think he's just very, very good, and I believe in him a little bit more. This would be one that if we allowed threes, I would have gone full 3, but I was closer to a 4 than I was a 2. I was like a 3.5 probably, so I went up to the 4. But both are intriguing buys, especially in the offseason.
Yeah, I like them both. The guy that I've actually been trying to acquire more is Roman Anthony. And then I think today I might have flipped from a 2 to a 4. And some of that has to do with, yes, Nick Kurtz got a bit lucky. If you look at Baseball Savant, his expected batting average was like 40 points lower than his average. And maybe he's really like a 265 hitter. So in Patreon, I had comped him to like, maybe he's more like Kyle Schwarber, patient. He's a guy that's going to walk a lot. He's a guy that's going to hit for power, but maybe because he swings and misses a lot, because the strikeout rate is like around 31%, which is higher than Roman Anthony's, which is probably closer to like mid-20s. Maybe Nick Kurtz is due for some regression with that batting average. But if you look at like a lot of prospectors and where they screwed up over the years, James Anderson from RotoWire, he was talking about how he missed on Aaron Judge. He missed on Shohei Ohtani as a hitter. And there might have been one more example. And it's like these guys with like these massive raw power profiles that show it in games at the major league level, but you're not baking in or incorporating into your analysis that they might improve from year 1 to year 2.
Yeah, that's fair.
So if Nick Kurtz makes that adjustment, like Aaron Judge did, like Ohtani did, he has a much clearer path to being the top hitter in the American League than Roman Anthony does right now. Roman Anthony, he might not ever hit 40 home runs. He might be the better all-around player, and again, being like an outfielder. And you could see that from what Scott put up. WAR per game was actually higher for Anthony. I think right now, because they're selling so close to one another, I want Kurtz. Maybe I'll try to get out before the mass influx of Topps Chrome update stuff. Actually, that's coming really soon. I haven't really done an analysis of like what happens like as like all these rookie cards come out to the Bowman Chrome stuff, because there's some arguments to be made in the favor of like, well, maybe it just brings more awareness to the Bowman Chrome auto when Nick Kurtz does have like a mass influx of rookie cards. And at least with Kurtz, he's getting like, he missed a lot of the earlier sets. With Roman Anthony, he's going to be in Series 1 next year and in more of the sets next year because of where he debuted. So he'll have more rookie cards than Kurtz. And of course, a year later, more mass production that he's going to be affected by as well. So I tend not to think about that too much. But I guess if you're thinking about this short term, and with Kurtz, there's going to be a lot of preseason buzz with him, probably more so than with Anthony, just based off of his total season numbers.
Deservedly slow. Like he has that buzz.
Right.
But if Roman Anthony gets a big deal, there could be a lot of buzz too.
Yeah, exactly. So if you plan to exit in like February or March, which might be a good idea, then you'd have to worry about all the higher, like the new supply of rookies, if you think that's going to affect the Bowman Chrome market, which I tend to not be too worried about. But there's only one Bowman Chrome auto, right? Yeah. Even though there are multiple parallels of it.
Phil, I have a quick Red Sox related question for you. If Roman Anthony's Series 1 Golden Mirror SSP rookie is him wearing the Wally the Green Monster head in the dugout after homering, would you buy a copy of that card?
Probably not.
I don't really know if Phil's actually a Red Sox fan. I've seen him wear more Mariners hats than Red Sox hats in the podcast. So
they're probably just cheaper.
I don't know if Phil's really a baseball fan.
Phil just likes the money. That's what he's here for.
Yeah. All right. My question is, so now that the handoff has happened for basketball from Panini to Topps, and it's coming for football in the spring, we're seeing the big change over to Fanatics and Topps for the 3 major sports. The big question for Topps is, can they step up their insert game, their case hit game, some of these things? Okay. So this is a pretty simple one, actually. And I'm this will just maybe open up any other things you guys like or have seen so far. We talked about this on the live stream a little bit, but the question is, or the statement is, the Bowman crystallized inserts are the coolest inserts that Topps has generated so far, and they're definitely on par with what Panini has done.
Oh, that's tough.
So I'm going to show some of these just as an example. Here's a Luis Angel Acuna. We talked about kind of these kind of like a depth element in hand. Here's Kobe Mayo, the legend himself. Here's Caglione. And then probably the best picture I found, this was from Golden, this James Wood, crystallized. So 5 would obviously be these are the best inserts they've made so far. And 1 would be these things absolutely suck. They're trash.
I think we should do 2 back-to-back because you said the best.
I did ask 2 questions.
And then you asked about Panini versus Topps. I think we should do.
All right. So the first one would just be this is their best insert they've made. Not ever, but like, let's call it in the last three years that they've like innovated on since the Fanatics handoff or takeover.
Can you give me 2 seconds? Because there's another insert. There's a couple other inserts that are.
Yeah, and I kind of want this as like a discussion point too. So just like off the. Actually, I just want you to answer. Like I'm going to go 3, 2, 1. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
This is a true 3 for me. I know we can't do it, so I'll do 4.
Okay.
They've done some good stuff. Like the animes are pretty cool. The Garbage Pail Kids, I know you guys hate them, but they're pretty cool.
I want to like pull some of these up as you talk about them.
Yeah.
So let me do that. Like the reason I wanted to go right away is because if somebody asked me list out all of Panini's notable inserts, I could go like 10 of them, like fast, like I could. They roll off the tongue. They still don't do that for me with Topps, but there are cool ones out there. And so it's a matter of them like establishing themselves now and getting people. We talked about all kings and all aces. I think that to me is like a close second. I really like those. Those also look amazing. Here, you like these Bowman animes, Scott?
They're going to be very popular. I think these are going to be more popular than the crystallized, whether we like it or not.
And the Ohtani, we talked about this sale. People got mad.
These are already going for good numbers compared to the crystallized.
Yeah, that's the one where his name is just written in kanji, like not signed, but just written in kanji.
So we have all kings. Here's the ones that I think can compete. We have all kings.
All kings. I love this. I'm not a fan of like doing all the different parallels of inserts. I actually kind of hate it. I like when they do a 1 of 1 and that's it. Like just a 1 of 1 and then the normal case hit, quote unquote, like insert that's the recipe for me.
I can get on board with that.
Because it's just like an extra chase that's crazy, you know, when you get into. By the way, this LeBron just did 4,000 raw. So what were you going to say?
So Celebracion I like a lot too.
Some of
the first year of those especially looked awesome. I wasn't
the
as
first
big
year was way better.
Last year they're a little.
They can get better year in year out. Like, but these are cool cards.
Great. Yeah,
I think those are on par. Anime, Celebracion, All Kings.
But they did all the parallels in Celebracion. I wish they would.
I actually don't think Crystallized is number 1, Ty.
Okay.
I don't think it's number. It's really cool and it's a great step, but I think these are cooler to me. I'd rather own one of these.
These are pretty sick.
So I would actually change my answer to probably 2, but like I think Topps. Let's ask your second question of are they on par with Panini? How about that? Or
do you guys have any other inserts you like so far from Topps in the last few years?
The Garbage Pail Kids are pretty cool.
I really like the Bowman Chrome spotlights, especially when they got more rare. I think the second year they took them from like 1 per box, maybe to like 1 per case, or maybe less even. Those look great. There was a Yamamoto, I think, 1 of 1 that was floating.
The spotlights are cool. You guys didn't catch my dad joke. I said these are trash.
I would agree with you.
Home field advantage is noteworthy.
If you actually look at the Ohtani, Ty, the Ohtani's a pretty big one. It's actually probably the most valuable one of these. It's him celebrating after the NLDS home run against the Padres where he tied it.
Yeah, the one off.
So that's a big one off of. Dylan Cease. Yeah, not Dylan Cruz. I knew where you were going.
I was saying the same thing. My brain went right to Cruz. Yeah,
so big. Awesome. I don't know. I actually like all of these better than the crystallized.
Really?
But I like the crystallized. That's a good thing. Like, there's quite a few cool cards Topps has done. Like, I'll give them credit. They have stepped it up. Honestly, the liquid gold from Transcendent is pretty dope.
There's
from
another
Diamond
one.
Icons. Yeah,
Diamond Icons.
Nice.
Yeah, those
I was just looking at them.
Yeah,
these are cool cards.
These actually look really cool in hand too. I've seen only one Cards HQ.
So I think they've stepped it up. The thing
There's,
is, people are overreacting because like the inserts and hoops aren't that cool. They've never been that cool. Look at like the comparables, not hoops, Series 1 or whatever it's called for flagship basketball. It's comparable to hoops, right? They're kind of the same product in regards to like what you're going to get value-wise out of them. So hopefully they introduce something better in Topps Chrome for parallels and for inserts. Forgive me.
All right. The second question was the Panini question. Let's say let's change it a little bit to say so we got 2 years because it does take time. Let's say by 2028 they'll have matched Panini's cachet, however you want to word that.
I mean, it took Panini a long. Okay, before I share my thoughts. 3, 2, 1, go. I say 2.
I'm abstaining from this. I don't know anything about Panini.
I'm only saying 2 because I think it's going to take more than 2 years to define what the card is year over year. Like
I think because of how much they're putting into their marketing, they'll do it.
Do you think that'll sort out faster than it organically would typically?
I think.
Yeah, then I'll give that a 4.
I think they're going to nail down within each product what the chase insert is, and like crystallize and animes will be in there. They know that they've got a lot of potential in the RPA space, and they've got a goal to achieve in the insert space to like win over those fans and those.
They better freaking do Topps Dynasty in basketball and don't do some stupid new set.
Well, so what I've seen too that's been really interesting is, so Chris just abstained for honest reasons about like not knowing Panini product, and I'm seeing a lot of those Panini basketball people come over to Topps now and watching like box breaks, and they know nothing about Topps products.
Yeah,
and the reception for the stuff has been really good, like really good.
Oh, they like it.
They love the Topps flagship design. They like, and if you compare Topps flagship designs to like Donruss and hoops, NBA hoops for like
just card
design, it's 100%. Way better.
The imagery is significant.
The imagery is better. There's continuity to the Chrome product. It sounds like I'm glazing Topps, but I'm just telling you what I've seen in box break videos for like people who are now getting their first taste of Topps in 15 years, 16 years. So
yeah, honestly, even the gold parallels out of 2025 is a nice breath of fresh air because you have that compared to like the silver prism that gets jacked up, right? You can have a consistent card to look at. I don't know. A lot of reasons why Topps is cool. Okay, Chris, you have one final thing for us?
Yeah. For me, I don't really have a consensus the way you guys are doing it. I'm going to show you 3 cards that ended over the weekend, and I'm going to give you a number, and we'll go 5 for it ended over and 1 for it ended under. Okay. So we'll go quick here. All right. I do want to record Ty's reaction to that Ohtani SSP sale, though. That just makes me.
Can I say one thing Topps did really well?
Sure.
Is the flagship Real One autographs in basketball matching the imagery of the rookie card for like Cooper Flag. I love that they're doing that with like James Wood. That was such a great move on their part. Topps has actually done quite a few things I like. So sorry, go Chris.
Yep. Okay. All right. First card, Dodger postseason hero, Max Muncy. This is at a 2020 Topps opening day. This is his image variation. You can see he's wearing that shirt that says "Go get it out of the ocean."
That's a pretty cool
Shout out
picture.
to Bumgarner after he just launched the ball into McCovey Cove. This has a sticker auto on it. I believe these are numbered 210. So your over-under, did this card sell for more or less than $175?
1 is under.
1 is under, 5 is over. Ready?
We're doing 1 and 5, no 2s and 4s.
No.
Did it sell after Saturday night?
Here we go. All right. Over. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right. I see 1 under and 2 over. The correct answer is.
You led us to over, but I think it should be under.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Let me have it pulled up on Market Movers right here. So on Market Movers, this sold for $800.
Oh my gosh.
Who? Why?
Scott just made the same face about Muncy that I did the Ohtani Golden Mirror.
I bet he did. I think that's Max Muncy's coolest card. He's got a really weird card history. I take it without the sticker auto. That one's up for bids right now. It's over $100, but I think that's, if you like Max Muncy, I think that's his best card. All right, that's number one. Here we go. Number two, we're going to stick with an SSP theme, which will surprise nobody.
These SSPs are crazy.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. This is Manny Machado's 2013 Topps rookie SSP. It's usually called Black Jersey. These are pretty rare. This one just sold to, I want to say it was the MC Sports consignment on eBay over the weekend. It's a PSA 8. So we're going to put the over-under. I'm sorry?
The picture doesn't look MC quality.
Well, I'll check who it was in a second. This was up for bids, and we'll put the over-under at $650. So
if this went for less than $650, I wish I would have bought it. So that's going to say
1 is under. Yeah, 5 is over. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
What's the total pop on this card?
Off the top of my head, maybe Ty can pull it up. Ty says under, you choose to say over. I think the PSA 10 pop is like 13. I'm not sure about after that. I think about 30 have been graded.
It's pop 5, 29 higher.
Okay, so 34 total. That's pretty close. All right, so here we go. This one sold for $925.
Okay. I thought you were just setting us up. I tried to play the psychological game.
We're definitely playing some psychological warfare. I think this card is awesome. It's my favorite Machado card. Like, I think it's great. If they put the RC a little bit above the ball, that would make me happier. But you know what? Other than
top right would be better.
Yeah, top right would be better. Yeah, but this is really cool. All right, I got one more. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Is it one more? Yes, I got one more. Let me grab
That's a cool card. I've always liked it.
Yeah,
I don't like Machado enough to justify it, but that's a cool card.
Yeah, that's the problem, right?
Yeah. Although he was their team nominee for the Clemente Award last year, so maybe
you can even see his ears, like even.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I mean they've always been there. All right, last card. This is right up Phil's alley. 2019 Topps Heritage. We got a dual auto of 2 lifelong. Well, let's just go ahead and say it. Lifelong Red Sox. No one remembers Ortiz playing for the Twins. Left-handed hitters, Hall of Famers. All the autos. Both autos look good. They're on the card. Numbered at 25. What did I put this one down? Over under is what did I say? 525.
I'm going to say under. Some of these fly under the radar in auction. If this was an auction.
All right, so 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, all of you say under.
It's a cool card, but that's my guess.
Really, both those autos looked really good. I was actually watching this one, but I got drunk and distracted. Yeah, so it went for 461. I think that's I love that. I would have happily bid $500 on this card and been thrilled to win it.
It's a horrible feeling. That's a horrible, horrible feeling.
Yeah, but
except when you remember how many more cool cards there are.
Yeah, I mean, there are more cards, but this one is really cool. As a lifelong Red Sox fan, Phil, is this something you would be interested in adding to your Red Sox collection?
No.
Phil's a Mariners fan now. What are you talking about?
Fair enough.
No, Blue Jays and Dodgers right now are my 2 favorite teams. 1 in each league.
Tigers and Braves sticking to it.
Right. Yeah.
All right. With that being said, thanks for watching this episode. A little bit longer than normal about Ohtani talk. We apologize about that. But this Saturday, we have our Discord going live as part of our Patreon membership. Pretty exciting news. Phil has been working very hard on it. So thank you, Phil. So it gives you more incentive. If you would like to hop into the chats and talk about different sets you're looking at or different cards you're looking to pick up, all of that's going to be a part of the Spitballin Cards Patreon with 1 extra video a week, plus the Discord where you can communicate with like-minded Spitballin collectors. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you in the next video.